With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. Here we go. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Thank you.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Nixon on the slant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
Fields changing the play. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Burrow on play action. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. He's got him in, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 61 yards. And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately. Mixon with a first down carry. Powering forward. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference. They go play action with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. Here we go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Again, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Gun.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's Burrow. Flushed out right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Second and 6.
Let's go Alpha right here. Right.
Once again, they run with Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Well, now they'll try the end around. There he goes, left side. Darnell Mooney, touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 57 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. But what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
Here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
You got a mini base. Why not? Hey, if you want,
Here's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
McPherson now for the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some space here. Shoves him aside. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They needed less than a foot, and they got a lot more feet than that. Quite a run there on 3rd and short.
As a running back, you love when the defense is stacked near the line of scrimmage. You know it's going to be heavy slogging in the beginning, but if you break free, nothing but green grass ahead of you.
Yep, smooth sailing and a big run because of it.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
And he's got Mooney
In the end zone, touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
On one, right?
First down. Here's Burrow. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
On one, right? Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Burrow on first down.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Touchdown, Bengals. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go. Go.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Extend.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. no yardage would be found.
Angel. All right.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
West right zip. EQ. All right.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a There he goes, left side.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins.
71 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
11. Right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, son.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Extend. Go.
3rd and 2, Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's got the first down and more. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On first down, it's Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides.
Here we go.
But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Burrow. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
On two, ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Hey, Can.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Gun.
Second down and 8.
Now it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On first down, Fields.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Joe Mixon.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
What's that? Are you kidding me? We didn't come to see this. I'm fine, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit.
And got his man complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 84 yards.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 116 yards rushing here from Mixon. He's got a first down.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Let's go.
Fields on 3rd down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Oh, design run for their wideout.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show